Carina Press and HarlequinAudio present Hunting the Truth by Kathleen Donnelly, performed by Hayli Henderson. For my Aunt June and Uncle Maury, thank you for your love and always encouraging my dreams. And for my husband Jeff, your love and support mean the world to me. Chapter 1. Pinecone Junction, Colorado. Maya sat on the edge of her bed, soaked in sweat. A chill swept over her. Shivering, she stood and walked across her room, bare feet freezing on the cold floor, and grabbed an old marine sweatshirt from her dresser. Socks, too. The clock radio said it was 0400. When she lay back down, she didn't pull the covers over her. She wouldn't be able to go back to sleep. Juniper, Maya's U.S. Forest Service law enforcement canine, snored on the other side of the room in her crate, curled up in a little ball. The Malinois had become used to Maya waking up early or in the middle of the night and slept soundly through her nightmares. Part of Maya wanted to wake Juniper up and have her climb into bed with her, but she didn't want to disturb the dog or start a bad habit she'd regret later, especially since Juniper was likely to shred the comforter. Listening to Juniper's snores, Maya turned on the lamp by her bed. She pulled a journal out of her nightstand and wrote down the details of the nightmare. Her Veterans Affairs therapist had recommended this exercise, but Maya also thought her memories could help her investigation. Her hands shook as she tried to scribble down the notes. Hopefully she could decipher them later. In the first part of my dream, I was camping with Nana and Mom. We ate s'mores and then played tag. Afterwards, we all snuggled up in our sleeping bags. I was happy, content, and felt safe. Then the second part of the dream began, the nightmare. I was back at the house where Mom and I lived. Mom was grabbing me by the shoulders and telling me to run and hide so the bad people wouldn't find me. I remember being so scared as I went to the closet and concealed myself. Smoke started drifting in and I knew I was trapped. I was trying so hard not to cough and give away my location. I heard the gunshot that killed my mom. That memory startled me awake. Maya closed her journal and put it back on her nightstand, her hand still shaking from the adrenaline the dream created. She picked up her cell phone and went to contacts and her favorite list, which only had 2 numbers: Pops, her grandfather and the local sheriff for Western River County, and Josh Colten, the chief deputy sheriff. Josh had become a close friend. They had kissed once, and since then Maya had avoided ever kissing Josh again. Not that she didn't want to, she just couldn't trust herself to be in a relationship right now. She suspected Josh understood this and was being patient. That only drove Maya crazier because it proved he was a good guy. But it also made her wonder at times if he had decided they should just be friends. It was easier to not ask. She didn't know which would be more difficult emotionally, a relationship or just remaining friends. No matter what their status, Maya knew she could call Josh at any time if she needed something. She thought about doing that now, but hesitated. Josh would help her sort through her nightmares, but it was 4 in the morning. Maya didn't want to be that crazy girl who called at all hours. She set her phone back down. Noticing that Juniper was now awake, she got off the bed and unlatched the crate door. Juniper came out, stretching and yawning while Maya rubbed her ears and then massaged down her back. Juniper responded with a tail wag and little groan, making Maya smile. She didn't know what she'd do without Juniper. Juniper and Maya had completed their K-9 certification for the U.S. Forest Service over the summer, making them an official team. Maya was a U.S. Forest Service law enforcement officer for the Pinot Grande National Forest in Colorado. She and Juniper had teamed up when Juniper's first handler and Maya's good friend Doug was killed. Maya had been resistant at first about the commitment of working another K-9, but now she was happy she'd accepted the job.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?